Good morning, Doctor. I'm Kok Shih Peng, matrix number 296217. Today I'll be presenting the determinants of Gulf Cement Company's Corporate Governance Index. This research is aimed to identify factors that might affect the Gulf Cement Company's Corporate Governance Index. Now I'll be presenting the Gulf backgrounds. The Gulf Cement Company was founded on May 31st, 1977 in Ras Al Khaimah, UAE. It was a leading cement manufacturer with the products meeting the global standards. The core product is OPC, SRC, and moderate SRC. Gulf also focused on environmental sustainability and technological advancement. Next is about the problem statement. Gulf companies have two corporate governance challenges, which is the board members have conflicts of interest due to the shareholdings of the companies, and second is operational inefficiency and financial distress since 2018. There are also external factors such as COVID-19 impacts on demand and operations. This study is aimed to analyze the governance issues and propose the solutions for the transparency and accountability. Next is about the research objective. The first objective is to determine the impact of internal or firm-specific factors on the CG index of Gulf, and the second is to determine the impact of external or macroeconomic factors on the CG index of Gulf Cement Company. And lastly, objective 3 is to determine the impact of internal and external factors on the corporate governance index of Gulf Cement Company. And next is about the literature review. First, we have the corporate governance. According to Khan 2015, corporate governance is defined as the broad term describes the processes, customs, policies, laws, and institutions that direct organizations and corporations in the way they act, administer, and control their operations. While for the performance, according to Volman et al., in 2023, there's a study on climate change looked at how environmental, social, and governance (ESG) criteria affects the financial performance, and it found that the companies with stronger governance often perform better financially. For the methodology, the data for this study is from Gulf Cement's financial reports and corporate governance report from 2013 to 2023, and the tools using is SPSS 29 version. There are three models. First is the internal factors, and second is external factors. Lastly is the combined analysis of the internal and external factors. And the dependent variables is the corporate governance index. The collected data will be calculating for the financial ratio. In the descriptive statistic, the corporate governance index has the means of 0.6364, indicating the moderate corporate governance practice, and the standard deviation of 0.0359, showing the consistency over the years. But for the key internal factors, the ROE, which is a return of equity, have the means of 0.0865 and the standard deviation of 1.1019, reflecting the modest profitability with high variability. While the current ratio have the means of 2.4414 and the standard deviation of 1.7264, suggesting the healthy liquidity but with the significant variability. And for the key external factors, for the inflation rates, the mean is 2.25% and the standard deviation is 1.325%, showing the moderate price stability. For the interest rate, the mean is 2.0364% and the standard deviation is 1.5537%, showing the fluctuations over the study period. For the correlation, average collection periods is the most significant correlation. ACP have the strong negative correlation with CG index with the p-values of 0.002. This shows that the longer collections period will reduce the governance score. Other than that, current ratio and interest rate also have negative correlation with CG index. The variables such as inflation rate, GDP growth, and exchange rate shows no significant correlation with CG index as their p-value is more than 0.05. In model summary, model 1 with the adjusted R-square values of 84% indicates that the internal factors significantly explain the CG index but not fully accounts for the external influence. The model 2 with the adjusted R-square values of 83% says that external factors also have a strong impact but lack of robustness of a combined perspective. Lastly, the model 3 have the adjusted R-square value of 97%, shows that this is the most powerful models, demonstrating that both internal and external factors together provide the best explanation for CG index variations. For the coefficients, there are only one significant factor for model 1, which is average collection period with the value of 0.011. This shows that longer collection periods negatively influence the CG index, indicating inefficiencies in receivable management. Model 2 also have one significant factor, which is the interest rate with the p-value of 0.008. This means that higher interest rate negatively affects the CG index by increasing borrowing costs and financial strain. Lastly, for Model 3, there are four significant factors, which is the current ratio with the p-value of 0.014, average collection period with p-values of 0.013, inflation rate with p-value of 0.02, and the GDP growth with the p-value of 0.049. This shows that the interplay of internal and external factors underlines that addressing liquidity management, credit policies, and macroeconomic adaptability is crucial for Gulf Cement's governance improvement. In conclusion, the Model 3 demonstrates the strongest explanatory power, emphasizing the importance of integrating internal efficiencies with external adaptability. Inefficiencies in credit collections and liquidity management directly affects the governance quality and reducing the stakeholders' trust, while external economic instability increase the governance challenges, underlining the need for adaptability for macroeconomics conditions. Lastly, addressing these factors can enhance transparency, accountability, and long-term sustainability, enabling governments to regain the market trust and improve the financial stability. For the recommendation, Gov should improve the internal operations, which is shorten the average collection period by implementing the stricter credit terms, offering discounts for early payment, and enhancing collection efficiencies. While for the liquidity management, Gov should balance the current assets and liabilities more effectively to avoid the excess liquidity. Should also address external economic challenges such as for the inflation management, Gov should hedge against the inflation by sourcing alternative suppliers. Gov should also leverage GDP growth by investing in governance-related infrastructures and expanding into high-growth markets. Lastly, Gov should also set up the risk committees to help board connect risk management with strategic goals. That's all from me. Thank you.